Sun, sand, sea and sex. The carry-on team are heading for the Spanish paradise of Els Bells tomorrow night at 5 to midnight.
Shirley Bassey, as you've never seen her before.
I've been standing in this gown for nearly 3 hours.
I'm loving glasses. I love it. I get to kiss every man.
On tour with the bombshell from Tiger Bay.
It's incredible.
Shirley Bassey, Friday at 10:05 on BBC One.
Okay, cut.
In a few minutes, we're handing over to BBC News 24. First on BBC One, a look at the weather for New Year's Day with Bill Giles.
Hello again. It's going to be pretty stormy, I think, over the next few days. But at the moment, it's fairly quiet, quite cold too. Could be some icy patches on the roads over central and eastern parts of England, up into eastern parts of Scotland. Temperatures are already beginning to rise, though, in Northern Ireland as wind and rain begin to push their way in. There's going to be a fairly bright start over central and eastern parts of England. A good deal of bright weather with a bit of sunshine too. But it's going to be all change. Wet and windy weather coming in from the west, sweeping right across the country, as you can see, through the afternoon and into the evening. And some of that rain is going to turn out to be pretty heavy too. Not just heavy rain, but very strong winds. Winds getting up to gale force in many places. And in fact, gusting up to 60 miles an hour, particularly in the west and the north. So some really strong winds eventually coming in and some really heavy rain as well. As we go into Friday, basically showery, not too many showers I would think on the eastern side of the country, and then very stormy for the weekend. Wet and very windy weather pushing its way in. There could be wind gusts on Saturday and indeed Sunday up to about 80 mile an hour in places, so keep watching us. A lot of showers turning wintry too as we go through the day. That's the forecast. Sleep tight.
A new location.
Dublin's got a lot to offer, Sam.
With the same old prejudices.
Women are invariably mothers first, ambassadors second.
A battle to reconcile the demands of high office with one's conscience.
If you have to take a life to save a life, then take it.
You have misled the Prime Minister. You put your own interests above those of the country.
And a need to juggle the restrictions of public life
I didn't need protection until you showed up.
with the needs of a family.
Everything I say, you turn against me.
You're a career woman. What do you expect?
Starring Pauline Collins and Dennis Lawson.
Don't underestimate the ambassador. She's her own person.
A major new series, The Ambassador, begins Sunday 9 o'clock on BBC One.
This is BBC One. Time to join BBC News 24.
And welcome to viewers on BBC One, and Happy New Year to viewers on BBC One just joining us here. Welcome to News 24, and these are the latest news headlines at just after 2:30. One person has died and 5 others have been injured in a shooting at a Catholic pub in North Belfast. Masked gunmen opened fire with a submachine gun in the Clifton Tavern, a Catholic pub surrounded by Protestant housing. The pub was packed with New Year revellers. One person has since died from his injuries and 5 others were taken to hospital. No organisation